2NURFM are here at the 2026 Newcastle Basketball League launch. Their first home game, the Falcons, will be playing the North Bears on March 28th. 2NURFM are really proud to be a media partner with the Falcons this season. So let's go inside and have a listen to what some of the players and captains are saying this year. We're here at the 2026 Newcastle Falcons season launch with a man who needs no introduction to the Newcastle basketball community. Ryan Beastie, a local junior, an NBL 1 All-Star and the heartbeat of the team. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you.
Ryan, you've played ball in the States and professionally in the UK, but you always seem to keep coming back to Newcastle. What is it about this great part of our state that you keep coming back to?
I grew up here, so that's where I'm from. You know, I got a lot of good friends in this area and family, so it's good to come back and play, in the club that I did my juniors in. Yeah.
And how does it feel to see the growth of that club in the modern day?
Yeah, no, it's awesome. There's heaps of kids playing basketball now. The amount of kids at the stadium every day is awesome. So it's really booming in this area, I think.
So I hear you're known for doing the dirty work. How would you describe the Ryan Beastie style of basketball?
Yeah, I think I just do a little bit of everything. Try and be the best I can in all areas of the game. Bit of an all-rounder. Just help where I can.
So when you're expected to lead, do you like to lead on the court or do you like to give those speeches in the change room?
I think previously probably more so by action on the court, but I think nowadays I'm kind of talking a lot more and not really speeches, but yeah, using my voice a bit more.
Yeah, fair enough. And what are you most looking forward to about this season?
I think just playing, the league's really good this year and it's been growing the past few years, and I think just some of those matchups and some of the teams are looking really good, so going up against those, NBL kind of players will be good.
Yeah. Ryan, best of luck for the season.
Thank you,
for
mate.
joining me.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
Joined here by Jude Jennings, the 2025 Grand Final MVP. Jude, there was a game where you scored 58 points with 13 threes. What was going through your mind during that game?
Just shoot it. Basically, every time I get it, just shoot it. If they're not within like a foot of me, I'm just going to get a shot up.
So when you're in that mindset, does the basket feel bigger when you're shooting for it?
Yeah, it's just all those reps, it just feels natural just getting them up, so I was just letting it fly.
So what's your approach to when you're shooting those shots? Is it thinking about your coaching, is it just repetition, or is it more just instinct?
It's just instinct at this point, like all the reps just add up and then just muscle memory.
Yeah, well done. You've had success in both the NBL 1 and the Waratah League. How have those experiences helped really shape your game?
Well, Waratah League, I kind of had like a big role handling the ball and had to score a lot. And then NBL 1, I'd have to adjust my game to become more of like an off-ball shooter and stuff. So both those combined help my overall game.
So furthermore, you've also played some college basketball in the US. How does that help as well?
So I went to a junior college, which is like, I don't know if you've heard, but it's like real hard training. It's like you've got to try and make it out. So it was just working hard every day, and I love the grind, so yeah, it was fun.
All right, so 2026, what role do you see yourself playing with the Falcons?
I can guard like one of the best players on ball. I put in effort, full court defensively. I can knock down a shot and I can get to the hoop and get to the foul line.
Awesome. Now, this is a fun fact, Jude. You actually have a bit of a background in karate. Does this help on the basketball court at all?
Well, when I was little, Mum made me and my siblings do karate.
Yeah.
Maybe like the reflexes and stuff translates to basketball a little bit.
Yeah. And how is the team shaping up this year? It's a pretty exciting year for the Falcons.
Yeah. I'm heaps excited. We've got plenty of shooters everywhere. We've got our floor general, and we've got guys coming in soon, so I'm pretty excited.
All right. And who's been pushing you the most at training?
Maybe Beastie. Only a little bit though, but yeah.
Yeah, only a little bit?
Yeah, nah. He's always giving out advice and telling me how I can improve, which is good.
Awesome. All right. Thanks, Jude. Best of luck for the season.
Cheers.
I'm here with Mandrel Worthy, the Falcons' newest powerhouse defence player. Mandrel, you've built a reputation as both a scorer and an elite defender. How do you balance both aspects of your game?
Really just, I've always played this way, so like I'm kind of just used to it, but just kind of feeding off my teammates. Just kind of wanting to just play hard all the time. Do whatever like my coach asks me to do, pretty much, and whatever the team needs me to do, I'll do it. whether it's defense or more offense one night, either way, like whatever to win, pretty much. So.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Now, Mandrill, you're very talented, so I'm keen to know, like, where did your basketball journey start for you? Was it from a young age?
Yeah, so I've been playing basketball since I was probably when I started walking. So my dad put a basketball in my hand from a young age, and I've always just kind of stuck with that throughout school and when I went to college and stuff. So.
Awesome. And do you have any personal goals you're looking to achieve this season?
My personal goal is probably to go to the grand final.
Yeah.
That's something that I haven't been able to achieve yet since I've played in Australia the last 4 years. So just winning, that's probably the main thing. So
Yeah, absolutely. What's your go-to move when you need a bucket and desperately?
Mine is probably a crossover to a mid-range jumper or a pump fake step through mid-range jumper. Yeah, that's like my bread and butter.
Yeah, nice, awesome. And your basketball idol? Who's that?
Michael Jordan for sure. Yeah, I kind of model my game after him. So
That's awesome.
even though he's older, but yeah.
Yeah, cool. All right, Mandrill Worthy, best of luck for the Falcon season.
Appreciate you.
Thank you. All right, here with coach of the Newcastle Falcons, Josh Morgan. Josh, coming into your third season, how do you feel about the team's readiness for this year?
We'll prepare as best we can. It's always hard to know how we stack up with all the other groups until we actually come up against them. But we'll get the rest of our guys in over the next few days and integrate them as quickly as possible and prepare as best we can for next weekend.
Yeah, absolutely. And last season you only narrowly missed the finals, but you had some really big wins against the big sides like Canberra and Illawarra. What do you think the missing pieces are for this year?
I think the last 2 years we've had some periods where we've struggled to score. 2 and 3 minutes. So we'll continue to back our defence and hopefully again be one of the better defensive teams. But we've got to eliminate some of those periods of minimal scoring, and hopefully we've rectified that with Elias and Mandrell and a few notable scorers.
Yeah, absolutely. And do you have any personal goals you'd like to see achieved this season?
Our goal is always to be in the top 8, and we missed out narrowly, as you said, last year. But that's obviously the goal, and to take it further than that. But on top of that is to bring the next guys through as well, whether that's practice games, whatever that looks like, trying to integrate that whole club mentality.
Yeah, sure. And best thing about the sport of basketball?
The best thing, particularly our home games, is the people that come and watch. It is a nice event to come. Everyone that's probably new to the game that we can drag along really enjoys it and says how spectacular it is. It's fast paced, and from our point of view, we've got a lot of local guys, as do the girls, and then we try and incorporate some guys from out of town as well and put that all together. So trying to put all that together into one team is always the challenge, but that's the fun part about it.
Yeah, absolutely. Josh, best of luck with the season, and if you're Newcastle and the Falcons are playing, make sure you get on down to support your hometown basketball team. Joining us is a key piece of the puzzle for the 2026 season. It's Meg Jefferson. Meg, last year you guys had an absolutely fantastic season, 17-3 in the regular season. Was there a moment last year where you thought, we are really such a special team?
I think actually when I first coming into Newcastle, that was my first season with them, and feeling so accepted and a part of the family straight away was where I think that really clicked, where I went, this is really special. And then I think the way that we played and developed throughout the season, it just kept reinforcing that whole idea.
So, Meg, it's been said that your WhatsApp messages really keep things light and humorous around the team. Are you keen to share some of them?
Oh, I mean, it's hard to share. They're mostly just AI-generated images of a falcon beating whatever the other mascot is. I think it's very original.
Yeah,
definitely not done before, but it gets a good giggle out of everyone, I think.
Absolutely. And coming into this season, what are you most looking forward to?
Oh, just trying to improve from last season. I think we got so close, and I think this season we've built ourselves up again. We've had a really good pre-season, and I'd really like to make it pay off and make it all the way.
Absolutely. Meg, best of luck for the season.
Awesome. Thanks, Ollie.
All right, we're here with Claudia, a defensive weapon for the Newcastle Falcons. Claudia, you've built such a formidable reputation in the Newcastle Falcons team. Where did basketball start for you?
At the Queensland Road Runners. I'm a small town girl from a little town, so I really like playing in small
stuff with my family, so they've been very right.
Yeah, awesome. Who's the toughest teammate to defend at training?
I'm going to say the tie between Mugger and Meg, only because I always have to be matched up against Meg because she's big. So big girl and little girl, it doesn't really go together.
Yeah, okay, nice. And as much as basketball is a physical game, it's also a mental game. So how do you prepare to shut down some of the league's biggest players?
That's hard. I have a very strict game routine. So it starts the night before, getting a good sleep, and then of the day, it's just everything that I can control, I'm in control of it that day.
Alright. And favourite memories from when you first started playing basketball?
I'm going to say playing with my sister. Growing up playing with my sister.
Yeah, wonderful. Alright, best of luck for the season.
Thank you.
Alright, here with Nicole. Nicole, how does it feel to return for the 2026 season at the Falcons?
Yeah, no, it's amazing. I'm super excited. Just flew in today, so excited to get here, see the team, see all my friends again, and obviously get to meet the sponsors. And be back. So it's been really incredible. I'm super excited. Get going in a couple of weeks. So tomorrow.
Yeah, awesome. On court, what are you most focusing on this year?
Yeah, right. I know. Just trying to get the camaraderie with the team back, get the flow. I think it's pretty cool. Everyone except for Mia, our other import coming in, has played together before. So it's really special. This group, we're starting to get the continuity year to year. So I think if this team just plays together, we're going to be really hard to stop.
Yeah, absolutely. And with your experience, how do you look to mentor younger players coming into the Falcons?
Yeah, of course. That's really important. As much as we want to be, good basketball players, but being good leaders in the community, especially for the young ones, and the young ones even on our team is probably more important. So just try to take them aside, teach them. It's a bit of a learning curve at times. Sometimes I want to win everything in practice, but really slowing down and trying to teach and help, knowing that the games are the most important. So, as a leadership group, Kate, Byrne, and I are working really hard to, be better for them, and hopefully they feel it and, like it as well. So that's cool.
Absolutely. And favourite memory from playing basketball over the years?
Oh, probably winning the championship here in Newcastle, and I got the ring. So going for another one this year, we'll see if we can do it. But it's pretty exciting. Winning with your friends, there's nothing better. And I think for the organisation and the community, it was really special. So hopefully do it again.
Yeah, absolutely. Nicole, best wishes for the season.
Thank you so much, Oliver. Appreciate it.
Here with Bernadette Schmidt from the Falcons. Bernadette, congratulations on the head coach role. What are you most looking forward to this year?
It's a different role for me because I've been involved for the last couple of years as the AC, so coming in as head coach has a whole different world of responsibility. AC role I took very seriously, and I'm hoping to do a good job. I'm a local through and through here at Newcastle, born and raised here. My dad was a GM for many years, so I was a player myself, so I'm really looking forward to this young group. I've coached them a lot, I'm friends with them, and I'm really excited about the potential of this group. They're a wonderful group of young women, and I hope we can do some really good things on the court.
Yeah, awesome. Now, you spoke before about strengthening local basketball pathways. Why is that so important for the Falcons?
Well, I think for me, women in sport is really close to my heart. Basketballs, obviously, I started playing when I was 4, and believe it or not, my dad at the time had a store at the stadium, an athletic store. Basketball's kind of ingrained in my blood, and my sister is a high performance coach, so it's definitely in the blood, and it's very important for me to, it's kind of, coaching's a pathway for me to give back to a community that serviced me throughout my youth.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
After all these years of coaching, is there a moment that really sticks out to you that you've really enjoyed?
Well, we won a championship in 2024 as AC. That's pretty phenomenal. Yeah. That was done with a beautiful bunch of women as well, and I was the AC at the time, so that was pretty phenomenal. No one actually expected us to win that year, so that's probably a standout so far. I did have a very good group of under 16 girls about 4 years ago. That Nicole was actually my assistant at that time, and we were third in the state. They were a very good group of girls, and I'm really lucky that 3 of them are now in my squad.
Yeah, awesome.
Yeah.
And what excites you most about this year?
Winning. Yeah.
Awesome.
Winning and just what this group's got to offer. Basketball's an avenue for connection, friendships. A lot of different avenues. Yeah, obviously winning is, I'm competitive as the next person, but I feel like I'm not doing my job properly. If at the end of that year I have a group of women that don't want to play anymore or don't want to play for me, then I'm not doing my job. So it's really important that we also have fun. It is a pro-am type sport, so we do have paid players, so there is an expectation to win. But I think at the end of the day, to win, we also need to have fun in doing it.
Yeah, absolutely. Bernadette, best wishes for this season.
Thank you so much.